This is the first note video for the Plate Tectonics unit. You're going to start after the Cornell notes on page 1 where it says Earth's layer notes. There will be some questions, a learning check at the end of this. You will submit that as a turn-in on Edmodo for a grade. So let's talk about plate tectonics. You've already learned about the rocks and minerals that are a part of plate tectonics. This all comes from Earth's different layers. The Earth's rocky outer crust solidified, kind of like that hardening chocolate on top of ice cream, billions of years ago after the Earth was formed. Now the outside shell is like that hard chocolate you get on ice cream. It's broken up into, it's a shell, but it's broken up into big, huge, thick pieces that float on top of the soft mantle. So the outermost layer, called the crust, located here, is the one that's closest to the surface where we live, and we've only ever been on the crust. No one's ever been to the mantle. It's from 5 to 100 kilometers thick, so you can convert that on your own into miles to help it better understand it. It's made mostly of oxygen, silicon, and aluminum. Next layer, the mantle, is the layer of Earth that's between the crust and the core. It contains most of Earth's mass. Remember, mass is how much stuff is in something. And it has more magnesium and less aluminum and silicon than Earth's crust. It is also more dense than the crust. That's how come it sinks. And the crust is on top. The lithosphere is made up of both the crust and the uppermost part of the mantle. This is where earthquakes happen. So you think an earthquake is the entire Earth's surface? No, it's just in that section. The lithosphere is broken up into what we call tectonic plates. Very important words you should know. Next, the asthenosphere is the part of the mantle that is partially molten. Molten just means melted and hot. Rock in this layer flows, folds, stretches, and compresses. The lithosphere actually floats on top of the asthenosphere. Now the last part is the core. The core is located below the mantle, towards the center of the Earth, and it's made mostly of iron. It's divided into the inner core, which is dense and solid, and the outer core, which is dense, but it's also a hot layer of liquid rock. Okay, so those are all the different parts. So crust here, mantle, lithosphere is these two put together, asthenosphere is the top layer here, then you have the outer core and the inner core. Fill out this part in your notes. Next, right here is the learning check I was talking about. We'll stop, and I want you to answer these questions on Edmodo as a turn-in for this assignment. That's how I know you took these notes. First, describe the difference between the three main layers, crust, mantle, core. Next, describe the relationship between the lithosphere and the asthenosphere. And then lastly, which of the 5 layers do you believe is the most important, and give scientific evidence to support your opinion. Whenever you do that, you must use complete sentences, capitalization, punctuation, and turn it into end modo. Thanks. This is the end of video 1 for Plate Tectonics.